Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. Guys, thank you so much for all the time and support. I really appreciate it. Today's topic is, where do I agree with incels? You're probably thinking, that's weird. You disagree with them. But I'm going to go ahead and share over the common ground where we can share. And where I agree with them and I sympathize with them. And a lot of these things have happened to a lot of us men. So what happens is that men, a lot of the times they go on Tinder, Instagram. On Tinder, they can't get matches. On Instagram, they leave DMs silenced that are left on red. It's frustrating, right? They finally go out there in the real world and they find women that are friends with. They want to go ahead and find that romantic partner, and guess what? They're friend zoned. They're told, I'm sorry, I only see you as a friend. Or they're let down softly, right? Then later on, those guys are saying, like, what? You chose that criminal, no good for nothing over me? I mean, I know that I'm not rich, but at least I could get us an apartment for the time being, right? And pay the bills and buy groceries, right? Simple stuff. At least the middle class lifestyle. But no, they all this stuff stews in their mind, right? Then, ladies, the jobs that we get that pay us decently, they are very hard to go get. You would not believe how hard it is. So, and I'm not trying to just talk to ladies, right? I'm talking to everyone, and that might disagree with incels, but I'm just going through what their frustrations. And as guys, we've gone through this. So what happens is that you're seeing all these things, right? And then some of these women are so superficial. They're going on Instagram or all these social media, and they're seeing, wow, look at all these houses and look at the lifestyle. These homes that are super nice, that are probably in the millions of dollars that cost. Your average guy can't afford those homes. Sometimes they barely get a beat up house that they could renovate. All this stuff happens, right? And some of these women, they're getting these superficial looks. And I think the majority of women, a lot of these women, they're waking up and saying, that is BS and baloney, where this picture perfect lifestyle on social media, it doesn't exist. And I think the majority of women are starting to wake up and see. I mean, of course, there's a small minority, of course, that still haven't woken up out of this fantasy that they're seeing on Instagram and all these other social media. So what happens is that you have all these things, right, that compound. And then on top of that, you have divorce, right? Men are just seeing half the marriages are failing. The men, they're being left in poverty. They don't get to see their kids. Then you see all these things, right? And all the stews. And then make matters worse. Sometimes they see videos on Instagram. Not Instagram, maybe that too, but on YouTube, and they're seeing, what? Look at all these dumb women that dress terribly and inappropriately, that you'd be ashamed to present them to your mom, and they want this 6-figure guy that makes 6 figures, is 6 foot tall, and has 6-pack abs. Those guys that exist out there, heck, even if they did exist, they're still not good enough for these women. So, no matter what, these women can't be happy, right? And they see all these things, right? And it aggravates them. So guess what conclusion they're going to jump to next? Forget it, I'm checking out. And if you're an incel and you don't want to date anymore or get married, that's fine. You don't know anyone jack. You don't have to get married and keep the human race alive. You don't have to. You don't know society jack. So, all this stuff, right, happens. And guess what they're seeing? Forget it. I'm going to go ahead and, after work, I'm going to go home and play video games. I don't care if I have to live with my mom for the rest of my life, etc., right? So, guess what? That's where they are. And that's how they're going to stay. They're seeing life as hopeless. And of course, I think they can find happiness and achieve those goals that they ultimately want. But of course, a lot of them are, where I disagree with them is where you're making women out to be evil, which I disagree, right? That's what I want to go ahead and share. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and take care.